Hey guys, welcome back to another DeltaMath tutorial. Today we're going to be taking a look at this assignment, vertical and horizontal lines. Now, what this is asking us to do is graph a line that is either vertical or horizontal on the graph, such as y equals -4 in this problem. And we have to answer a little bit of a question about it as well. The first thing it asks us is, what type of a line is this? Now, let's see what options it gives us here. It says horizontal or vertical. Well, what would this be? It's kind of tough if you're unfamiliar with vertical and horizontal lines naturally. So let's jot down some notes about something that I think is actually kind of easy to remember because it almost feels a little backwards, but you'll see what I mean here in a second. Anytime we have an equation that says y equals, then it is going to be you're thinking vertical line, aren't you? But that's where it tricks you, because y equals equations are always horizontal. Now, that seems weird because the y-axis is vertical, right? So it almost seems counterintuitive, but it's true. And we'll talk about how it's true in a second when we actually start graphing this and we see it ourselves. But the other type of equation that could be written here is an x equals equation. And x equals equations are always, well, if they're not horizontal, they're vertical. Which again seems like it would almost create some cognitive dissonance because the x-axis is horizontal, so we want x equal to be horizontal, but it's not. X equals equations are vertical. So now that we have that down, now that we know this is going to be a horizontal line because the equation says y equals, I'm going to go ahead and put that into the box. So horizontal, and then it says drag the line by the yellow dot. So you're just going to click on that yellow dot and drag it down. Now, where do we drag it to, though? Well, you can probably figure this one out. It says y equals -4, right? So we're going to drag it to -4 on the y-axis. And what you'll notice is this yellow dot is already on the y-axis, right? So I'm going to drag it down right there to -4. And that's my line. That's it. It's done. Because every single point on this line, all the way across, has a y value of -4, right? Like, let me just choose a random point here. This point is 8, -4. -4 is in that y spot. This point is -7, -4. -4 yet again in that y spot. 2, -4. You get what I'm saying here, right? Every single point along that horizontal line has a y value of -4. That's why we call this line y equals -4, because the whole line is. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and submit my answer, like always. Let's see if we got it right. We did. We got that green check mark. Now, if you are unsure and you want to make sure you're right before you submit, you just want to be careful. I get it. You can check your work on something like this on Desmos, a wonderful graphing software. Now, let me take down all this stuff. I have a bunch of stuff from another video up still here. But we can actually type equations like this in here, y equals -4, and use it to check our work. Checking our work's always really important, right? And take a look at this. You can see here, it goes through -4 on the y-axis, and it's a horizontal line. So this can really help us out and kind of clue us in a little bit as well to what we're looking for. All right, guys, if you have any questions about this, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to get back to you about those. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another DeltaMath tutorial.